Grind emojis in the chats, pimps. Grind emojis in the chats. Oh my lord. The locale universe has lost one of its own, and a big one. LTG, aka LowTierGod, aka BlackDSP, got banned. Oh my lord, he got banned both from YouTube and Twitch, and just recently privated his Twitter account. Now, I'm pretty sure I know why he privated his Twitter account. I'm assuming he knows that there's some shady stuff out there that he posted, and he's trying to clean it up before somebody reports him on Twitter, and he gets banned on Twitter again. Oh my lord. So yeah, it looks like our boy LowTierGod got the boot. He is gone from the internet. Well, he's gone from the streaming internet. And you guys know I follow LTG, but I don't post that many videos of him because I just personally don't find him interesting. He's very boring, and his content's all over the place. And you know, it's not that interesting. You know, when it comes to the when it comes to the locale universe, LowTierGod is kind of a tier 2 locale. You know, tier 1 of course is Wings, Boogie, and of course DSP, and then your second tier is kind of like LTG, King Cobra, Cyrax, you know, those folks. Oh, and I can't forget tier 1, definitely our boy Chris Chan. So you know, that is kind of like the Mount Rushmore of localness there. But yeah, so yeah, LTG apparently got banned yesterday. He got banned from YouTube. He's completely gone, and there is no trace of him whatsoever on YouTube. If you do a YouTube search on his name, it shows that it's just not available. You get a 404, which means his channel was deleted. That's what it means. And then on Twitch, it's unavailable due to a violation of his community guidelines or terms of service. Now, that could just be a temporary ban for him on Twitch. He's been banned several times for Twitch for saying homophobic stuff, using the N-word way too much, and other things, including doxing people. And he's eaten several bans. I mean, it's interesting that he did get removed, or he got banned from both Twitch and YouTube, which tells me that he did something recently that got clipped, and someone reported him to both Twitch and YouTube. Both of them reviewed it and banned him. Essentially, that's what it tells me. Or what ended up happening is he got the DSP treatment where compilation videos were sent to both Twitch and YouTube, probably on Twitter through the help service accounts. Someone reviewed it, and he ended up getting banned on both spots, and I'm guessing that's what it is. Now Twitch, yeah, Twitch will ban you for anything. They're trigger happy to ban you. So yeah, I see that happening. But for YouTube is very difficult for you to get banned. Typically, they only ban you if you like abusing AdSense or doing something like that, or maybe doxing people. But even that, it's usually a temporary ban. I mean, it's not very. They don't take it way too serious. YouTube, it's really difficult for you to get banned there. So for him to have his channel removed and banned from YouTube, that tells me that he is gone and won't be back on YouTube. Now, before he privated his Twitter, he did post something saying that he's considering streaming or posting videos on his secondary account, but he's thinking about it. And of course, if he does that on YouTube, that's ban evasion. And of course, he's going to get reported and probably banned on YouTube again. So I think he's definitely gone on YouTube. He may be back on Twitch, but he's definitely gone on YouTube. Now, yeah, I just wanted to bring that news up to everyone and just let everyone know that, yep, he did get banned. And secondly, I wanted to kind of look at how this may impact DSP. So as you guys know, there is a concerted effort by a bunch of individuals that bombard YouTube with video compilations and reports of DSP being a terrible human. And for the most part, since Phil's been back on YouTube, he's been able to skirt those issues. And at the very worst, he gets a mature rating on his video, or he gets the video taken down. That's kind of the max. But with this recent removal of LTG, maybe YouTube is changing their terms of service and how they enforce it. And that could be a very bad thing for Phil. You know, if YouTube decides they're going to be more strict with the content that they make available and post, and even old stuff, Phil could get another ban, especially if people continue to send compilation videos of Phil being terrible to YouTube. It just takes one person in that department that actually does the review to get annoyed with DSP to the point where they say, yeah, you're getting banned or you're getting departnered, which will probably end up happening to Phil. So Phil better, Phil, here's some advice for you, Phil. You know that your boy Duty likes to give advice. I suggest you take a week, take a couple hours each day, and scrub your YouTube. Go through it and delete whatever video you think may be slightly inappropriate and just remove it, because YouTube's going to come for you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next week, but eventually someone in their department that reviews complaints is going to be tired of your ass, and they're just going to either partner you or they're going to ban you. That's what's going to happen. So anyway, yeah, I'm just very curious to see if this is actually a shift in YouTube's terms of service and how they enforce it, or you know, it was just LTG said something completely inappropriate and YouTube got tired of his stuff and they just outright banned him. Now, you guys know Duty is not big on policing, speech. I'm a big believer in free speech. You have every right to say whatever the hell you want to say, regardless of whether you offend me or offend someone else. But of course, that doesn't remove you from consequences. YouTube, Twitch, those are companies. They have terms of service, and if you break them and they feel entitled to ban you, then they have every right to do that. I'll bitch about it, but they have every right to do that. So I know that I've watched LTG stuff, and he gets away with a lot of stuff. For example, the gamer word. Every other word out of LTG's mouth is that gamer word. And these services like Twitch and YouTube, they're more passive when it comes to minority content creators, both Spanish and African American content creators, and they kind of give them more leeway when it comes to certain things and certain words and certain topics that may be very offensive. They're a little bit more lenient. And for example, if I went around and I said certain things that are inappropriate, I may get a ban. Just because YouTube or Twitch doesn't know that I'm a minority content creator. But everyone knows LTG is African American, so they kind of give him that slack. And you guys know that if there is a white content creator like a PewDiePie or someone that is Caucasian, and they say those type of words and insults, they're probably going to eat a ban right away, And yeah, that's not fair. I'm not big on policing speech. But if you're going to have terms of service about speech, then I personally believe you should enforce it the same for everyone, regardless of whether you're Black, Latino, white, Chinese, whatever. No. If you're telling us that this phrase is inappropriate and it's unacceptable, that should apply to everyone. So, again, it goes to fairness and applying rules evenly across the platform. So with that said, that being said, like our boy Phil likes to say, if YouTube is banning people for saying certain things, then they should apply it across the board. And this goes to my final point. DSP better watch your back. Because when people hear about this and hear that LTG is gone, they're going to say, okay, YouTube is probably modifying the way they're applying their terms of service, so let's go after Phil yet again. And I'm pretty sure they're going to bombard YouTube, their Twitter and their YouTube, reporting you and doing these compilations and sending them to YouTube. So yeah, Phil, you may not eat a ban now, Phil. You may not eat a ban or get the partner next week, but it's going to happen eventually. You just have way too much of a history and way too much detractors out there, scouring everything you say and reporting you whenever you step out of line. So, yeah, I mean, I don't like when anybody gets banned, honestly. But again, if someone is getting special treatment, especially around the terms of service, and terms of service aren't being applied equally across the board, then that annoys me. That does annoy me. You should, if you're going to have a rule, apply it evenly to everyone. So, YouTube may be changing their terms of service or how they apply their terms of service. And it's a new year. Shit happens once one comes around. YouTube changes shit, Twitch changes stuff, and they always kind of look to kind of get rid of their problematic content creators. And that could be what happened here. Anyway, round emojis in the chat for our boy LTG. If I hear anything else or see any more information, I'll definitely post it. But right now, his Twitter's on lockdown. I'm assuming he's just cleaning up his Twitter to make sure he doesn't get banned from there. And then he's trying to figure out what to do with his Twitch and YouTube. And I'm assuming the Twitch is just a temporary ban, so he may be back on Twitch. When he does, I'll probably start clipping him a little bit more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Crying emojis for LTG and hopefully eventually DSP. Peace out.